Behind every grain of rice we eat, there's sweat, struggle, and often tears. Only here on Tomas on Air, Inhad News in Focus. Today, we talk about them, Filipino farmers, and one crucial step from the government that could be a game changer. The expansion of agricultural insurance under President Bongbong Marcos is not just numbers on a budget. It's about hope. It's about lives. President Bongbong Marcos understands that farmers live on the front lines of disaster. Typhoons strike, droughts hit hard, fertilizer prices soar, crops fail. In the past, without any protection, they had to pick themselves up alone. That's why now he's pushing for science-based, proactive disaster response. So farmers have a real chance to recover, not just survive. The government is building early warning systems, soil research, and mobile laboratories to detect risks and safeguard food security. President Bongbong Marcos emphasizes disasters must be faced with a science-based approach, no longer merely reactive. Mitigation is the foundation. This step doesn't stand alone. President Bongbong Marcos has also ordered a whole-of-government approach, meaning every department must work together, not in silos. From finance, defense, infrastructure, health to local governments, all are required to join hands to help farmers before and after disasters. This cross-sector coordination includes insurance systems, fertilizer subsidies, replanting assistance, training, and even telemedicine for elderly farmers. It's not just about putting out fires when damage is done. It's about building a stronghold upstream. This policy is reinforced by a spirit of recognition. At Gawad Saka, hundreds of outstanding farmers are honored as food heroes. In the Science City of Muñoz, Nueva Ecija, President Bongbong Marcos led a Ugnayan dialogue, listening directly to farmers' voices. There too, 16 mobile soil laboratory units were handed over to help farmers boost productivity scientifically. In that dialogue, President Bongbong Marcos promised that if rice fields are damaged by typhoons, farmers will get help to replant. If it's too late, they'll still receive compensation because the state shows up, not leaving its people to go bankrupt alone. To make this protection truly effective, President Bongbong Marcos stresses the importance of agricultural sector registration. All farmers must be accounted for so the government can act quickly, from fertilizer, seeds, to compensation funds. On the ground, the Department of Agriculture has already prepared mobile soil labs that travel to rice fields. From this analysis, farmers get planting recommendations best suited to their land. So when the rainy season or El Niño comes, the risk of crop failure can be minimized. If fields are damaged, the DA will help replant. If it's too late, farmers will still receive compensation. Because for the government, this is not just about weather, it's about lives, food security, and justice for those who do the most to feed the nation. President Bongbong Marcos has learned from the past how a 9-month El Niño once led to crop failures and forced massive imports. He emphasizes that now the government knows what must be done when extreme weather patterns return. Food security systems are being strengthened from the villages up, scientific research is being mobilized, and protection is being expanded to all registered farmers. Not just through insurance, but also through direct aid like the Presidential Assistance to Farmers, Fisherfolk and Families or PAFFF, which gives P10,000 cash relief to thousands of farmers and fisherfolk in areas hardest hit by droughts and typhoons. This is not seasonal aid. It's a long-term system. The government is there before disasters, during and after. Farmers are no longer forced to walk alone. We often forget, without farmers, there's no rice on our plates. They are the most vital yet the most marginalized. Now at least, there is a glimmer of hope. With science, total coordination, and real recognition, Filipino farmers are no longer pushed aside. They are acknowledged, protected, and heard. This isn't just news. This is your call to action. Back our farmers. Back our future. Like, share, and comment. Your voice matters here. Together, we're more than viewers. We're change makers. Tomas on Air. News in Focus, where real stories spark real change. See you in the comments.